In a small town, it becomes a big issue. You know, if it happens in Chicago or a big city, it's just another crime to a lot of people. But in a small town like Summerfield, I can tell you the people that have been there all this time, they remember this case. And the new people that move in, they get told about the case. And I thought we had it, but of course we didn't. And it's of no fault of ours or anybody else, but when you're dealing with a person like this that's kind of a drifter, they're not keeping their clothes clean, so there's mixed DNA, and that's what we came up with. But Larry Hall is not disqualified from this case either. Everybody wants closure, you know, and in any case. I can tell you throughout my 38-year career, I have only seen one murder case where nobody ever called. But every other case that I've ever worked, if it goes unsolved, somebody along the line will call and say, hey, could you look back at, you know, Mrs. Jones's case or the Watson case or whatever it is?
Yeah, and this girl, I guess, who wasn't even really raised by her mother,
right,
is
still cares. You know, there's still an attachment there. Everybody wants to know. You know, that's why we see it all the time where people were adopted, but they still want to see who mom and dad is, you know. They still want to know. They might have grown up with the greatest family in the world, but if they're not blood relatives, they still want to know, where did I come from?
Are you still holding the hope that you're gonna be able to, if not charge somebody, at least figure out who did this?
We always want to do that. We never quit. That's the thing. We never quit on any case, because all it takes is a small break and everything explodes and we can solve it. But I thought this was the big break that we could get right here. This is kind of personal now. They want to get this done. And, you know, everybody looks at police like, oh, we just go on to our next investigation. No, there's some of them that are a little more personal. And this is a case here that's a little more personal with some of the investigators. They want to see it solved. I mean, this was a pretty brutal murder. And, you know, you want to make sure that that person's off the street. And after 30 years, maybe that person could be dead. I mean, it's a reality. But we want to know who it is. Whether they're alive or dead, we want to know who it is.